What's up, YouTube? It be your boy, the Noir King, and we are coming at you with another video here. We are actually doing an Assassin's Creed video today. This is going to be part of the series I am naming Side Quest and OMGs. So basically, what it is I'll be going through games, doing side quests, commenting on the side quest, commenting on moments, and I'm like, oh, what? Why that happened? In certain games that I play, these videos will vary in length, and as the series progresses and goes on, hopefully they'll get better and are not worse. So, what's happening right here is actually I'm about to start a mission, obviously, just load into the game. The reason for this long pause here in the very beginning, we can blame this guy right here, rolling up this dizzy, for this here video. So, what are we going to do in this video is the question, right? Well, we'll see, because I think my guy's going to move here in a second. Maybe I actually do some moving in the video about me doing the game playing. But no. So far, I really enjoy this game. I'm also gonna try to maybe throw in slight reviews, as I said in previous videos. I'm really gonna be doing a grading system. I'm gonna get that down pat and lay that out for you guys as well. I know my video upload schedule is very erratic, and I'm trying to, condense that, so that way I can have a good streamlined schedule for you guys and give you guys some good content, man. I got the PS5. That's working out really well for me. I'm really enjoying that, so I want to play more PS5 games. I'm gonna say it, and unpopular opinion it may be, but I did not really like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was long, bloated. It was long in a bad way. Okay, it was bloated, meaning it was very big, but it had no real substance, right? Like, okay, here's the main mechanic in this game, and this is what really turned me off from the game. The main mechanic in the game is to raid areas, right? I know I'm talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla in a Origins video, but I just have to get this out. The main thing is to raid places. You raid places, you get supplies, right? That's the crutch of the game. Now, here's where I am like, what? So you raid these places, you get the supplies, but then you can never go back and raid that place again because the supplies are gone. Or if you do go back and raid it, the enemies will still be there, but the supplies will be pilfered, so they don't resupply. At least not in any of the encounters that I've had so far. So that sucks. Now, back to this mission here. So I've helped these people out before. For context, I can't remember what that first mission was, but so we got to get this kid's papyrus so we can get her tribute, so she can sell her oils to the people. Now, what makes this mission so interesting? Well, nothing really. It's quite by the numbers, actually. There's a person, they need help, we're gonna go help them. Yeah. Now, one thing, okay, here's a pet peeve of mine for Assassin's Creed Origins. Okay, when you get a new quest, you gotta go into the menu and then select it to track it, which, okay, I get it, but it's like, I literally just talked to this person and accepted the quest. You should auto track it for me once I accept the quest. Just saying. Alright, so now we're off to get the boat. And this is where the fun begins, right? Because, who wants to just get a boat? You can go run down and try to find a boat. Because this game, you don't get a boat. Valhalla, you got a boat. Or, not Origins, but Odyssey, you got a boat. Odyssey, I really enjoy Odyssey. And I like this game a lot too, obviously, because I'm making a video about it before any of the other ones. Me and Odyssey, though, we have a love-hate relationship. I have it on the Xbox and on the PlayStation. And on my PlayStation, I have all the DLC plus a couple, not all the DLC, but all like the main, like the season pass and stuff. I have it on Xbox too. The problem is that on the PlayStation, I also have a couple of different outfits that I spent money on. So I was like, oh, I got some extra, cash. Let me spend some money on some Assassin's Creed outfits. Let me get this whole like, Assassin's Creed ebb and flow thing going on, so I can create this little, I want to create my my characters, my thing. I want to make this as unique as I possibly can to my channel for my content. And yeah, I didn't do that on the Xbox. So on the Xbox, I'm actually kind of far now. Mind you, this is after all the updates and all the extra stuff. Which, if you guys didn't know, they updated the hell out of that game, so it's really great now, and they made it streamlined. Because see, they realized that the game was too long, and they added a free update to help you get through it easier, which is again why I hate Valhalla, because they don't have that, and they make you buy the freaking extra. What is it? They make you buy the extra level, like the double XP packs. That's so crazy. That's insane. I don't even have that for this game, and I should, because I want to beat this, and this is gonna take a big chunk of my time to finish this game, because I do still work. I have a regular job. YouTube is my hobby slash passion. I, again, like I've said in many videos before, I love playing video games. That is my thing. Video games and comic books. I love them to death. So yeah, the fact that YouTube is a place where I can make videos and like put that out there for people, that's dope to me. Even if nobody watches it, just the fact that I get to make it and put it out there. I know my channel's super small. I don't really have that many followers or likes or stuff, and again, that's partially my own fault, because I don't have a decent enough upload schedule. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to get there. I'm getting the hang of this whole video making thing. But yeah, see, this is one of those OMG moments, because here we are in the middle of a mission, and I was supposed to fight those guys, but that croc came in and finished them off for me, and that is one of those things that you just, what? Now, I think the crazier part about that was that even though the croc tried, it had no chance against me whatsoever. It was like, I shall get you, and I'm like, well, have fun in the duat, my friend. Have fun in the duat. I do not, I mean, if memory serves correct, I believe it was ancient Egyptians that believed if you passed on, you would go and you would be weighed by a deity with a crocodile head and like a man's body. Crazy stuff. Everybody's different. So back to this. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna give this guy back to Proprius, and hopefully we will be able to complete this mission. Which, of course, we complete the mission. I already did it. Of course, I completed the mission. I know what happens. Of course, I did it. Duh. It's funny too, because like in the other games, R2 or the right trigger, if you're playing on Xbox, is how you climb, and in this game it is not. So it's the heavy attack, and it isn't a. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think in all and no, Assassin's Creed or Odyssey, it's you run up with R2, which is crazy. But I say that I mention that game a lot because I have a lot of favoritism for it. I won't lie. Like that was one of the games where you got to one, you got to play. You have to pick between Cassandra and Alexios. I'm butchering that man's name. But you got to pick out of those two, and I love Cassandra. Cassandra is definitely the assassin waifu for real. Yeah. So with that being said, we have to stop right here because I was gonna. Here I am trying to be cool and break this video down into pieces, only to quit, come back in, and then find out that I could just have it as one big video. So there you are. That's why this video is 25 minutes long, one of the longer videos. Oh, that's a good segue. Speaking of which, I don't think I'm gonna make every video this long. This one just happened to be 25 minutes. Oh, there's another random moment. I'm sorry, random citizen. Like in all Assassin's Creed games, you can't kill like, what is it, like 3 or 4 civilians, and they're like, hey, they didn't kill innocent people. I'm like, I'm sorry. I know how history works. You can't tell me that these dudes went through and they had 100% success rate 100% of the time. They never. You telling me they never messed around and accidentally killed an innocent person ever? Like, nah. Come on, man. So they didn't kill innocent people. Yeah, I doubt that. Like 100%, I doubt that. Like I genuinely do. This was cool. So I didn't know that there was like they had like an assassin system in here. I didn't know that. So people like come after you. This guy apparently is like out. He wants to game over me. But what he didn't know was that this shield is awesome. Number one, and number two, this spear is just OP. Like so it has one reason why I love spears, the amazing amount of range that they give you. Number two, the fact that this spear also poisons bodies on contact. So like I don't even need to kill this dude. If I just cause health loss, like you get poisoned. That's so cool. I like this system in the game where you can be on the ground and still like defend yourself, and also you get to recover. I honestly thought I was gonna lose this. I was like, man, I was starting to get frustrated. Like because without the HUD, I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed by now. There's no HUD. Without the HUD, I can't see. I don't know what my moves are, so I'm just playing this off of reflex at this point. But I think all the years of Assassin's Creed paid off because I was able to do it in God of War. Whew, I owe a lot of my adolescent video game skills to God of War. That game was lit. And if you play God of War 1, that game was long and punishing. Man, it was like, oh, so you wish to save your soul. Well, I bet you didn't know it was going to take you forever and a day. Woo! So yeah, we got some Assassin's contracts. Got that from that guy. So now here's another part where I decided to stop because I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't know what the direction of this video was going to be when I started it. I just know I wanted to make it about side quests and about OMG moments. And this is also a good point. This is a good time as we go run over here to I think we're gonna spark this guy. But so yeah, I don't know. I want to do more of these. Like I want to do more videos like this in this space. Other games I've played are like this. Days Gone. I really like Just Cause because you can pretty much the real weapon in Just Cause is your imagination. But the problem with Just Cause is that game is very how do I say it? I don't know. It's a hit or miss. It's either you'll get in and you'll do some really crazy stuff that you've never seen before, or you'll get in and you're just like, all right, well, like, I mean, I guess. So I don't know. It's a hit or miss for me. Like, I feel like Rico's so powerful. It's like, why even have an army? Why even come after this dude? Like, you're not gonna win. Them must die before I do. Never. But I might, if I get, I get some requests, I might pull that back up. I did do some stuff with Just Cause 3, and I really like that. That game is good. I have Just Cause 3, 4. I have number 2 on my laptop before my laptop went out. That game was hilarious. Just Cause 2 was hilarious. And I had, I had it on a PS3 actually. That's where I got it. That's where I got into Just Cause actually. Yeah. I had rented it from Xbox, not Xbox, but I had rented it from GameStop. There's an insider GameStop secret. You can rent games. Oh yeah, they don't ever want you to tell. They don't want you to know that. But if you get hired at GameStop, you can rent any game you want in the store as long as there's more than one copy of it. I don't know if they changed that now, but that was like one of the only perks. So technically, we didn't get free games working at GameStop, but you got to play a lot of games. So yeah. hence the reason why I was able to play so many games so quickly. If you look at my Xbox gamer score, I'll probably show that. I'll share that with you guys on Twitter one time. But if you look at my Xbox gamer score, a lot of that was rented games that I had to. Because you get a couple, you only get a certain amount of days and you bring them back. But man, I killed it. You know, all of our logs at GameStop were we have to put them in every time you bought a game from GameStop. You have to write it in the book. That was crazy. Even if you went to any other GameStop, it didn't matter. Like if you used their discount, because they want to track and see how much you were using your discount and stuff like that. It was crazy. But I digress. We were talking about GameStop. Back to this. So now we're doing another mission, and this mission was interesting. So we have to find these three. I guess you would call them thought police agents, because these guys will police you for attempting to spread the word of freedoms and justice. And you're probably wondering, well, wow, that's crazy to think that. But here's something interesting. Peasant revolts back in the day were quite legit, and they happened a lot. And when they did happen, it was bad, right? It was bad all the way around. Number one, the lords of the land, they lost people, which is your most vital resource. I don't care what anybody tells you back in the day. Oh, they treated them like crap. They let them live in poor and terrible, desolate. That was some of them. That was not all of them. The ones who realized the value that the farmers and those people brought to the table, nah, they were fine. It was only the people who were cruel, and unfortunately, a lot of the people in the old world were not cruel. They were just ignorant to people suffering. They didn't, they were either raised in homes where their parents didn't give them love, or they gave them too much love, so they didn't care about other people's feelings. You feel me?
I should be cautious.
But why is this mission so interesting to me? Why feature it? Because I actually was just researching the old stuff about the old world and old world laws. If you guys don't watch the Infographic Show, shout out Infographic Show on YouTube. But they do a lot of really good stuff. And one of my favorite series in the Infographic Show is the worst punishments in all of mankind. That again, one of the reasons why I love playing Assassin's Creed is because of history. Why is the worst punishments in the history of mankind so interesting to me? Because it's so crazy to think how foolhardy we were as a species when we didn't really have to be. Like, they were so superstitious and so afraid of stuff back in the day. It's crazy, man. But this mission to me was interesting because at one point in the old world, European countries had about 200 plus laws that were punishable by death. Imagine that. 200 punishable by death. And one of them was to speak out against the local regime or your lord or the lands or whatever, or try to have a peasant revolt. And it got so bad that it got to the point where you couldn't even congregate of, I think it was like more than 4 people, and talk about, if you even mentioned, I don't like how I'm living, that was punishable by death. Like, that's how scared the nobles were of revolt, which we all know eventually why. If you all want to know why revolts and all that kind of, and overthrowing people in that way kind of stopped for a very long time, that was because of the French Revolution. Those rich people sat there and ate cakes while the city burned, and then they came back, and the people, oh, look at that plant. Look at that plant. You see that? That was crazy. Watch, it's going to come back. Insane. But yeah, French Revolution. You know what? We might go back and play Assassin's Creed Unity. We've played that. I played that before on this channel. I might go back and play that more just so we can talk about the French Revolution and the history of that more. Because I personally find that to be one of the most interesting times in human history, because it was probably the one time where man, nobody really could be like, yeah, I don't think this is the right thing to do. Nah, all the people who were not rich were in agreement. This is terrible, and we need to end this. The rich people, they didn't care because they were rich. And again, you have to remember that it's not like today where the random peasant could become rich. Nah, you were poor for life unless some noble rode through your village and was like, "Damn, that person's amazing. Let's bring them back with us." Other than that, nah, you was gonna be you were poor forever. So that was always interesting to me. Now I wish I would have paid attention more to the beginning of this mission because he said where the three people were, and honestly, I was not paying attention. I just wanted to get to it, so I didn't really. This is hence the reason why I end up looking around like I don't know what I'm doing. But I really do, guys. I do. I promise. I know where I'm going. Because it actually gets super cool after this. I'm gonna like do some real Matrix stuff right here. I'm gonna run across these rooftops, and then I already can see it in my head where I'm gonna go. I'm like, all right, I got this, guys. I got this. Now, history will say if I would have made the top of that, I probably could have ran out of this place and never been seen. But unfortunately, that's not what happened, and now I gotta figure this out. Cause I'll be honest with you, I thought he was right here and he wasn't, and I'm over here getting blasted, and I was just like, uh-oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. We get away. Barely. Here we go. Alright. Now this right here, that was not smart. Don't do that. Superhero landing. I realized where he was. Hopped up here, ran up here. Oh, wow. Oh, y'all wasn't ready for it. Magi! Too late. Too late. Now here's my billion level IQ right here. I decided I was going to scale up the side of the wall, realized that was not a smart idea, and went back to the boat. Genius. Hey, you know what? The video's almost over. If you made it this far, man, you should like the video. Go ahead. Just not that hard. Just hit the little thumbs up. I mean, I really genuinely want to grow on YouTube. You know, I just want to have a community of gamers, man. Like, that'd be really dope, and it'd be really cool to be able to just, build something, have it, and just be able to play with people. Get a Discord going, be able to play with other gamers and whatnot. That's just fun for me, man. I love that stuff, and me being super antisocial, I don't really like people, but I don't mind Xbox or PlayStation or, I don't mind virtual interactions. I wouldn't say that I have like, a phobia or anxiety or anything like that. It's more or less just like, all right, well, there's a bunch of you here running around. I don't know. That's always been interesting to me. I mean, it's just like here, like now. Look at all these NPCs. Like NPCs. I think that's what kind of like. Oh man. Okay, there's people. you know. But yeah, it was funny when I used to work at GameStop. People would be like, "Man, don't you love this job?" I'm like, "Nah, I actually really don't like people." And they always look at you like, "What? Why do you work customer service?" Hey man, we gotta pay the bills, bro. Look, I understand that. I understand that my disdain for people is not like, ooh, not at all. It's more just like all right, more like an odd curiosity. And they'd be like, "Oh, that's so interesting. Such knowledge. Oh, such sage." I'm like, sage like knowledge at GameStop. Didn't know you was gonna get some of that. Okay, so I think we completed this. We got all three of them, and now we are going to run over here. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's nice. That's nice. I'd have to say, besides the missed jumps and the randomly being caught there near the end, and the crocodile, of course, there wasn't really many OMG moments in this one. This was just a really good highlight of some good side quests that weren't too challenging and are near the beginning of the game. This is Alexandria. I'm gonna continue to play this and those other games I mentioned, along with other more. As I said, I'm a variety streamer. I kind of tend to stream what I feel, not what's popular. But this video is almost over. again, I thank you guys for coming out, checking out the video. It was your boy, the Noir King. Uh, have a good day. Have a good evening. If you out there in the world, try to stay safe. And let's spread this whole video game thing, man. Let's get this community going.
You will be remembered more than any Magi
Well,
in
yeah, that was
history.
Alexa saying it's time for the video to be over. So until next time, we'll see you guys.